One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Again, Hurts. Forced to his right. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air again, Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll be forced out of bounds. That one good for 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
There's a give up the middle to Smith, and he'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They go play action now with Sanders. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They pick up 17 through the air, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Sanders. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Shador. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Keelan Robinson to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. A run up the middle with Barkley. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Here's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Hurts again. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. On 2nd down, Hurts. Got his man at the 6. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here. Results.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, KC.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Moving outside the pocket, now he takes off. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. 2nd and inches. Now Shador. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Dotson, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task, force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now Hurts on 4th down. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. Their first two drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll lead to a second and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Headed left, buying time. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be third down.
A little bit of a snowball effect going on. Things seem to be unraveling just a little bit here offensively. It was the miscommunication that led to the incomplete pass on the first play. Now it's a sack on second down, and they find themselves going the wrong direction.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Third and goal. They'll motion a tight end right. Third and goal for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
On second down, Sanders. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing again is Sanders. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down. Again, it's Sanders. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Out to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. Pushed out to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Hurts. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Chop Robinson working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this first half. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That is George Karlaftis. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. On play action, Shador. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Smith. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Smith again. Strong. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play action, it's Sanders. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing it right. The Eagles have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 32 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A pistol snap back to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive.
To the goal line and in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now Shador on 1st down. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far, and that's an incompletion. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, here's Smith. Fighting for the marker, he loses the football. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he will score again. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On first down here, it's Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact have got to be better.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 32 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Exiting the pocket right. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession. And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw again is Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Chiefs' first down by a good couple of yards, as they will indeed get the conversion there on 4th down and 10. Sanders going to throw again. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And wow, tough to bring down that time, surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down on that gain up to the 25-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Sanders. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2. Here we go. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Ooh. Into space. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Running from the pistol with Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Man in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
First and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, and then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Brown. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Ooh, a little now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Fourth down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Hurts working in the pistol. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Eagles are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Here's Barkley. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Now, Shador. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down, all three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Second and inches. On play action, here's Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
One final chance for this defense, and here's third down. Dotson, the man in motion. He'll be forced outright. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here we go. One final play. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a spectacular take back for the score. You could stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
From the gun, it's Shador. This is gonna be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more